It's been nearly a week since civil rights activist Reverend Jesse Jackson died.
And while the nation mourns one of the iconic voices of our time, it calls for more conversations about civil rights activism in today's society.
Area leaders say the need for civil rights activists is just as important now as it was just a few decades ago. Tatiana Cash shares how Jackson's legacy is consistently helping shape the future.
But every now and then we see flashes of hope. Inclusion leads to growth, and when there is growth, everybody wins.
Reverend Jesse Jackson's fight for equality for all was a lifelong mission he carried. It was especially apparent after the murder of his friend and fellow civil rights activist, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., which was a brave and admirable move, says UAW Local 14's Tony Toddy.
America was not in a great place, and he put his own life on the line. You know, that could have happened to him easily.
The Reverend's work did bring about change, as he ran for president of the United States twice and lost. But he got to see the U.S.'s first black president, Barack Obama, take office, something he fought hard for. From national to local, Jackson stood up against injustice everywhere, said State Senator Paula Hicks Hudson.
What got me was the sense of purpose that he felt he could come to our community.
Jackson came to Toledo on several occasions, most recently the GM powertrain plant's racial harassment suit in 2019.
The people are saying they want protection. They're not getting it.
It's moments like those, says Buffalo soldier Earl Mack, is what the country needs, a voice to speak up.
He leaves a void in our African-American community, really in the whole country, because his push was a peaceful push.
To the White House, we will march on, march on.
And it really helped us get a lot of things in those civil rights days that probably we would not have gotten if we hadn't had a person like him.
It's not only his presence, but his presentation, says Councilwoman Sir Sandra McPherson. It will be missed.
I am somebody, you know, and it was always, I am somebody, and that resonates every day with me.
Repeat this, I am somebody.
McPherson says Reverend Jackson's passing should be a big push for other activists to step forward, but she says it feels like no one is heeding the necessary call.
Where now are the Jesse Jacksons and the John Lewises, the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther Kings, the Malcolm X's, Stokely Carmichaels? I mean, where are they?
Max says without someone to take the helm, infighting can happen, as issues facing the nation have yet to be rectified or, in some cases, even acknowledged.
Even within the African-American community, because sometimes we become our worst enemy.
McPherson says Reverend Jackson laid the groundwork for what activists need to do: reach people where they are, stand for something many can get behind.
To encourage others, you are somebody, you are important. You do make a difference.
Keep hope alive. Keep hope alive.
Tatiana Cash, WTOL 11.